man? It's your hot Tucker, man. The real GOAT, LeBron done of the game, man. Shout out to the Source Talk podcast. Shout out my man Showtime Shot. If you ain't know, now you know. Hear about it.
School you. That's right.
This is your boy Jamel Superfire Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best from Long Island, the Sauce Talk Podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LI as well. Superfire, salute.
Yes, you know the vibes.
Yes, this is the new Shanewz. This is the Source Experience. But hey, what do I know? All right. How y'all doing on this? You all here on the East Coast, especially New York, on this blistering cold morning. First, I'm gonna check my level, right? Make sure you guys can hear me loud and clear. That is always the goal, to make sure that you guys can hear the audio. Once we get that established. See, to me, it comes off a little low. Hey, what do I know? We about to get this morning cook on, right? So for those of y'all that haven't been sleeping underneath for a while, right? Pull some things up. Yeah, I don't have my assistants with me today, man. They are at school. They had a 2-hour delay, right? So they are not with me right now. Because normally, I have my assistants, man. Shout out to CEO Nasai and Coach Green. We are a team. This is a family-owned, operated team here. But I don't have them with me currently right now. They are at school doing their thing. So, I'm doing everything on my own right now. Make sure that you guys are hearing me. Give you guys the business. So yesterday, I was doing what I was doing, but this is going to be broken down. I'm going to come back on later with the mold edition of Team Spence and Anthony Joshua. But this live right here is about, shout out to my guy, Did You Miss Me? A real boxing insider, somebody I see myself stepping in those same, steps, right? He is a Team Crawford boxing inside. He did a live yesterday. I am talking about no other than let me give him his flowers. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me give my guy his flowers. We like to we're turning it up a notch over here. So let me give my guy his flowers who I am speaking on. Right? We try. You do have options. You do have options, man. Like I said, a lot of people talk this boxing, but are they really doing this boxing? The new Shanewz, we definitely are doing it, right? All right, so let me go over here and give my guy his flowers. Right, I'm gonna take my time too, man. I'm nice and warm now. Finally warmed up. Yeah, it's cold out. I might give y'all the full 2 hours today. I don't know. That's how I'm feeling. Came in, so I think I'll give you guys the full 2 hours. Right? But let me give my guy his flowers, right? Like I said, this afternoon, this evening, most likely this evening. If I don't do it from here, I'll definitely come back and I'll do it at the crib. This live right here, shout out to my man right here. Do y'all know who that is right there? Do y'all know who that is right there? Like I said, this live right here is on a Real Boxing Insider. Shout out to Bernie the Boxer. I know a lot of you YouTubers, you come on here, y'all talk boxing every day. This man is a real boxing insider. So I wanna speak on some of the things that he talked about on his live. I'm not gonna use none of the audio or the video because he didn't respond back. But I reached out to him. Had he approved it, I would have used some of the audio, the things from his live yesterday, right? But we're gonna talk about that. Um, yeah, Bernie the Box is a real boxing insider. Shout out to Bruce Gas in the building. First one on deck, him and Al Money. I see you guys. Salute, salute. Yo, Bruce, since you was the first in the building, let me pin your you know, shout out to you. We appreciate the ones that vibe out and listen to the news by Shanewz. So yes, this guy yesterday, Bernie the Boxer, wonderful live. I got to catch it this morning, right? He went live last night. And in the live, being who he is, a Team Crawford representative. He's Team Crawford, right? Shout out to Bud. Bud is back from the Far East, living life, been around the world doing this thing as he should. But Bernie spoke on some things last night, right? In fact, in the movement, in the direction that maybe possibly Terrence might be going, and I think that's what we need to discuss, or I want to discuss this morning or this afternoon, however you slice and dice it, because that's what a lot of other content creators are going to do, especially these so-called fake insiders, right? Because that's what they do. They watch other people, or they watch the people that pretty much are insiders. Like I said, Brain the Box is a Team Crawford insider, right? Uh, he spoke on some names, possibilities that um, Terrence might be, looking to do. Tim Zoo, right? You heard Tim Zoo's name last night. Charlie, right? We also heard Canelo, right? We also heard Boots Ennis. Now, I told you guys, right? You love to listen to these guys that get on here and they want to push narratives or they want to push fight, right? Now, didn't I tell you guys, and thank you to Bernie the Boxer, who was, like I said, a insider, a Team Crawford member, right? Said some of the things that I said about Boots, right? And you guys are pushing the narrative that that Bud needs to fight Boots. Why don't some of you same guys push that for Earl Spence? Maybe Earl Spence should fight Boots. You guys want Terrence to fight Boots, but I love what Bernie said in regards to Boots, right? Bernie did not throw no shade at Jerron Ennis nor his father. He gave them their props. But what he basically said was, and what you guys are failing to realize as immature fans, is that boxing is a business, right? Now, in the business of boxing, Boots Ennis, right? The business side of boxing. He's not really there yet. He has a belt, right? He's young, but business wise, is that a big fight? There's 4 people in here. Is that a big fight? Feel free to type in the chat before I go on, right? The Boots Ennis fight. Would you consider that a big fight? That's how I'm gonna get a gauge of where you guys are at as you know people who claim to be insiders. Is the Boots in this fight a big fight for Terrence Crawford financially? So we're clear on that financially. Now I say it's not. Right? I'm not gonna wait for you guys to comment or anything. I say that the Boots in this fight is not a big fight financially for Terrence. And the reason why the Boots in this fight is not a big fight for Terrence is the fact that Boots is not established yet. You know, Boots does have a special skill set. He's undefeated. He has a lot of hype behind him, rightfully so. But financially, is that a big fight, especially for a guy in Terrence Crawford who is just coming off of fighting a lucrative fight with Earl Spence? Are you guys catching that sauce? And I like the fact how Bernie broke it down to you. Hopefully you guys caught his live and he broke it down to you with a lot of good points. But most likely those points would definitely go over you guys' heads because, like I said, a lot of you guys are on here as emotional fans. You don't see the bigger picture of professional prize fighting, which is a business. Hello. So, in speaking on Jerron Ennis, I love how Bernie did it. Bernie gave him all of his flowers. He did not throw no shade, but what he did say is that Boots, stay down till you come up, which is typical in any field of business. And boxing is a business. You stay down till you come up, just like any job or anything you do in life. Sometimes people are placed on the pedestal, but normally when you're placed on the pedestal, you get knocked off rather easy because you didn't earn it. But when you stay down and you come up and you earn it, well, hey, it's a different story. But hey, what do I know? Give me a second. Let me share this right now because I'm really going to start cooking. I be forgetting to do that. You know what it is? I get here, I get comfortable, I get my setup going. You see, I got my microphone working, I got my soundboard. Look, I brought in my backup mic. If you're in here, how is the audio? Is it low? I got the backup mic right here. This mic right here is hella good. I love this mic, but the only thing with this mic, when I hook this mic up, I don't got the sound. And I kind of like my soundboard, man. But if the audio is a little low, please let me know. I'll put that mic, right? Put that mic. But I love the fact how Bernie was breaking it down. Now, the names that he said that they are trying to fight. Tim Tszyu, I like that fight. Charlo, love that fight even more, right? Canelo, love that fight the most. We're going to go in that specific order. And speaking on what Bernie talked on, he also mentioned Earl Spence and Teofimo Lopez. I'll get to those guys as well, too. But I'm really trying to hold off on Earl Spence. Like I said, I got the Mold series probably later on this evening where I will speak on Earl Spence a little bit and maybe revisit some of this. But I want to more so focus on the name, right, and the possible plan Team Crawford, right? Let me share this real quick. I'm going to give out gems, right? Y'all, one thing over here, and they can say what they want to say. They can feel how they want to feel, right? When it pertains to the news by Shanewz, I give out gems. the reason why I feel like I give out gems is like what I just said, what I just stated, right? How Bernie, right, when they spoke on Boots, didn't they? Bernie kind of said, if you, for those of y'all that have been rocking with the channel, right? Bernie pretty much said a lot of the things that I was saying. He confirmed them to me, right? He confirmed them to me, especially in regards to Boots. Like I said, a lot of you guys are on here. You narrative pushing fans. You ridiculous. Now you guys are ridiculous, but y'all are pushing that line for you know, Boots Ennis to fight Crawford, right? Now, why don't y'all push that have that same energy for Earl Spence to fight? Why? Why not? You know, let Earl Spence fight. But no, you would rather it be Terrence, right? But I like what Bernie said in regards to that, right? That the business doesn't see that fight financially, fam. Because like I said, all you guys pushing, are you guys gonna really support the fight? Right? Are you guys gonna support the fight? Because you same guys that are pushing that Boots Ennis line don't even really support boxing. Yeah, you guys really don't, right? But what he said about Boots is absolutely correct. Stay down till you come up. And one thing about Boots, right? Boots, if he stays down till he comes up, there is a whole bunch of fights around his weight class, around his age bracket, with guys that these guys are going to get money together. They're going to get rich together, if you know what I mean. Yes, the news by Shanewz. Smash the like button for me. A couple y'all up in here, man. Hopefully my likes are up. No, I can check. I have the tablet, and I also have the tablet on deck as well as the my phone. Right? So I can check, man. Hopefully you guys are smashing my like button because you guys are getting boxing gems from me right now. I am feeding you guys the news by Shanewz, right? So the Tim Tszyu fight, I love the Tim Tszyu fight for Terrence, right? Because that will make him a 4-division champion, right? Tim Tszyu also is another belt holder, right? He's the undefeated guy, and like Bernie touched on, he has a country behind him. He has a name, being that he is the son of Costa Tszyu, another decorated world champion. But more importantly, which I just mentioned, he has a country behind him. Now, anytime as a fighter you have a country behind you, you pretty much have not only a fan base, but you have some type of leverage. Now, you also add to the fact that he is a world champion, a credible world champion, WBO belt, right? So they would be fighting for a belt. So I like that fight. And that would make Crawford a 4-division champion. Bernie also stated Charlo. I like the Charlo fight even better, right? And I'm going to get into some of my reasons why. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And also smash the like button, right? Smash the like button as well as share, right? But I'm going to get into why I like the Charlo fight a little better, right? Even though Charlo, I think he has recently, he wasn't stripped, but he vacated the IBF. I think he vacated, I'm not sure. We could look it up later, or you guys can look it up now. A couple of y'all that's in here, the 4 y'all that's in here, right? You see, I said 4, right? I'm on my numbers. Because remember, I was the guy that nobody watched. Now, not only are they watching, a lot of you guys are trying to copy. Yes. You won't admit it, but you know the people's the powers that be see it now and they know. But hey, what do I? But I like the Charlo fight a lot better. Will he get Charlo? We have to wait to see. But I think the Charlo fight, if I could have out of the two junior middleweights, right? Because I told you my real preference is Canelo, and we'll get to that in a second. But out of the two junior middleweight champions, I would take Charlo, right? I think Tim Zoo's audience, right, to me, like you hear me, once again, me, I think Tim Zoo's market value is a little more than Charlo, being that uh, his audience, he has a country behind him, whereas Bud and Charlo pretty much might have the same demographic audience, but I feel like Tim Zoo brings a whole nother, just a whole nother fan base and demographic, being at the Australian country with the supporting. Are you guys catching that? Please, hopefully you guys caught that. Let me know if you caught that. If you didn't catch that, I'll break it down in layman's terms. But if you caught it, right? But back to what I was saying. I like the Charlo fight more, even though I feel like the more lucrative fight is Tim Zoo. I just think the Charlo fight, um, the history. Remember when he beat up Charlo's stablemate, and he was like, "You was a bitch ass nigga," the back and forth, right? That right there, you could build off of that. You could market off of that. And I also like the fact that Charlo has two other belts. Should have been three, but like I said, I believe he vacated the IBF. But he still does have the WBC and the WBA, right? Yes, he does. I had that in my notes. So that is WBC and WBA. I think Bud will mop the floor with him. And I just want to see that fight more as a fan, because that's what I am as well. And I also want to see that fight more as a consumer, even though I feel that the other fight is more lucrative. But now you see how I just broke down the two, right? You see how I broke down the two? The fight that I would prefer to see, but the fight that I think is more profitable. And you're saying how? How do you say that? Why do you say that? But the reason why I say that, because what I said, they're gonna have the same audience, Charlo and even though both of them fought on pay-per-view, we seen Charlo said he has a country behind him when nobody really supported him, right? Nah, for real. When he fought Canelo, did anybody actually come out and he didn't have a country? He came when he came into the arena. It wasn't like that. It was more like this. And then definitely after the fight, it definitely was like this from the content creators, Cam and Mace, and just other people. But I think Tim Zoo, brings a little bit more with the Australian culture, and it's a whole different fan base. But see, I might just be thinking as the media marketing agent, so why don't I just keep it on boxing talk, boxing fan talk? Because when it comes to this YouTube and the YTC, that's all a lot of you YTCers, right? YTCers, that's funny, right? That's all you guys pretty much understand, right? But back to what I was saying now. Tim Zoo or Charlo. I like Charlo, right, as a fan. Because the two belts, a little bit of history, and then it just, to me, it'd be like, damn, you ran through the whole stable of Derrick James' big dogs, right? Because remember, Earl Spence and Charlo were the big dogs. Is that a fair assessment? Look. The News by Shanewz. Now you see how I'm giving these guys their props. Look. I just gave both Earl Spence and Charlo their props, as well as Derrick James, because I said that would be Bud Crawford knocking off of the big dogs at his stable. No, I did not say Frank Martin, because Frank Martin is not a big dog. No, I did not say Ryan Garcia. No, I did not say Anthony Joshua. Wait, he doesn't train. We'll get to that this evening. That will be in the mole. I will have that one in the mole series. You know, I'm gonna do it. I'm learning the game, man. I'm gonna break it down into two parts. You know what I'm saying? I could squeeze it all out right now and did it all in one, but for what? I'm a content creator, right? And one thing about me, I think I give you real insider content. That's why you see me in the picture with that insider right there. Shout out to Bernie the Boxer. Did you miss me? Yes, and that's what this live is about. This live is about Bernie's wonderful live and the direction that Team Crawford might be stepping. So, like I said, I would love to see the Charlo fight, but I don't think he'll get that fight. If he does, maybe Derrick James won't be manning the ship. Maybe it'll be my guy Juan Guzman. Que lo que, mi gente. Yes, maybe Juan Guzman can man the ship because I think Derek, to be honest, and check out my style interview I dropped yesterday. I think Derek James, when it comes to Team Crawford and that coaching staff, Red and Bomac and Esau and even Bernie the Boxer, I think Derek James is still having nightmares. Hello. Can't hide no more, Derek. Can't hide no more. Hide him. Yeah, you can't hide no more, Derek. Can't hide. But I think styles make fights, and I just think they when it comes to that team over there, the triangle offense, I call it. Like I stated in that interview, man, the three-headed monster. They just got that guy's number, man. He doesn't watch film. Man. I just Charlo will get beat up too. So I think Charlo, well, you never know. Charlo got a lot of stuff going on. Money talks, man. You put enough zeros behind decimal, a lot of guys is jumping at it. But I just don't think he'd take the fight. I think Tim Tszyu will take it. Because like I said, Tim is a confident guy. He has a country behind him. And I think Tim Tszyu really feels that he could beat, but I don't think Charlo thinks it now. After how he's seen, how he beat up his stablemate, and all of the many different excuses, because that's what it is, that have come out. I just don't think he thinks he could beat him either. But Tim Tszyu, on the other hand, I think he's confident that he could beat Terrence. I think Tim Tszyu would take the fight. But let's get to the grand things of the names that he said. Canelo Alvarez, man. Now, in a perfect boxing world, the Canelo Alvarez fight will be the fight. Now, I know a lot of other content creators, especially Earl Spence content creators, they don't want to see this, right? But these are the same guys who, before Bud Crawford dismantled Earl Spence, were the same guys that wanted Earl Spence to fight. Remember that? Come on. Do y'all at least remember that, man? Please, somebody type in the chat. I'm going to get to the chat now, but somebody please type in the chat if y'all remember what I just said. Yes, these same guys. They wanted Earl Spence to fight Canelo at once upon a time. It would have been the biggest fight in Texas Stadium. Remember that? But now they don't want to see Bud do it. They want Bud to fight everybody but Canelo. Shout out to D-Ray Promotions is in the building. D-Ray, you're starting to try to pop back up occasionally. I see you, my guy. Shout out to WCS. Salute World Combat Sports on deck, right? Shout out to WCS as well. But yeah, I like the Canelo fight for him, man. And as a consumer, I think that'll be the best fight, marketable, right? Because Canelo has fought a junior middleweight, and they ran with the undisputed versus undisputed, right? With him and Charlo, right? But this undisputed versus undisputed, I think it's better, because Bud is what, two-time undisputed, two-time, yes, two-time undisputed. So I like that fight, man. And if a lot of people are going against Bud and saying he's too small. But last time I checked, and maybe Bernie and some more Team Crawford members, maybe even Steven Nelson himself, so cold could let you know he spars Bud. So Cole is a super middleweight light heavyweight guy, big guy. So it's not like Bud hasn't tested the waters of being in the ring with bigger guys. Carlos Abdomen, right? Hopefully I said the last name right. The Dominican Bronco is another fairly bigger guy. So, and skills pay the bills. One thing about that Terrence Crawford, right? And I'm gonna, you know what? We're on YouTube right now. Let me play this, right? Because this is my video. I own this video, right? Um, I always give you guys the gems. Listen to what Coach said, right? Skills pay the bill. Listen to Coach. If you don't believe me, listen to Coach. Terrence Crawford has the skill set.
Yes, this is the Source Talk Showtime Shanewz with Saul, Team Davis coach. First off, coach, thank you for your time. What can we expect out of Keyshawn Friday night, man?
Man, fireworks.
Fireworks.
You're gonna be man. People been seeing him
Yes,
good, but man, you're gonna be a great
yeah,
this weekend.
yes. Without giving too much of the game plan away, have y'all been working on any new things in camp? New tricks, tools, things of that nature.
You're gonna see it Saturday.
Okay.
We've been adding little things, but you're gonna see it.
Okay, great. And now the footage has come out, with you working with Bud in the conventional style. A lot of people think that Bud really isn't a switch hitter. You work the mix with him all the time. Can you just elaborate on how good of a switch hitter he is, conventional to southpaw?
Man, he is same. You can tell the difference. I work with him like if I go 10 rounds, I go 5 right-handed, 5 left-handed. I go 6, 3, and 3.
Okay.
So, but he good. You can tell which one hand is stronger. It's up to him how he wanna fight. But he good.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right there. I can't give y'all all the source. Y'all can check out that interview I did. But did you hear what his coach said? And shout out to coach, right? I give out enough for you. Play the video for yourself, right? But what coach said in regards to Bud Crawford, right? And I wanted to answer that question because a lot of you guys don't know shit about boxing. Right? You listen to content creators that don't know shit about boxing. You listen to content creators who aren't talking to the actual players in the game. They don't know who we be. They don't know. But that man right there is a real player in the game. And you see the question that I asked him, right? In regards to Terrence and switch hitting. And this is the guy that does the mitts with him. They don't know who we be. They don't know. But you see what I asked him. And what did the coach say, right? The chemist. I like to call these guys. What did he say? If he does 10 rounds with Terrence, 5 and 5. You know what that means? 5 conventional, 5 southpaw. If he does 6, he said 3 and 3. But break it down for yourself. Watch the interview. A lot of gems was handed out. Thank you once again, Diego Saul. So that is why when that fight came around, I was like, man, Earl Spence in trouble. And that's what we've seen take place. That's what we seen take place. Yo, shout out to Wise Al, got me nice, right? I forgot to highlight this, man. Got the Wise Owl beanie on. It is blistering cold out there, but my ears were warm, and I look good doing it. But shout out to Wise Owl as well. But yes, that is one of the chemists right there. Giving out the gems on Terrence Crawford. And that is the reason why I feel that if he was to fight Canelo Alvarez, yes, he's giving up a lot of size. But I just think what me and Coach was speaking on, the switching, the styles, the angles. Crawford, man, and like I said, that I'm pretty sure the money will definitely be there for that fight. That is probably out of the three names that Bernie ran off, probably the most lucrative, right? Money wise. What do you guys think? It's a couple y'all in here. I got 5 people in here. Look, let me say this. Let me give myself a round of applause. A lot of times I used to come on here and go live and be speaking on deaf ears. Since I started this live, it has not been, I haven't been speaking on deaf ears. It has been 2, 3 people minimum. I think I had a high of 8 so far. But look, studies are showing they know who is delivering the news by Shanewz. Yes. But yes, the Canelo fight definitely be a fight that I would love to see out of the 3. Tim Tszyu, Charlo, Canelo. My order is Canelo, Charlo, 10. CCT, right? CCT. I would love to see Canelo, Charlo, but I wouldn't be mad if he got Charlo or 10, especially Charlo. And he got to beat up Charlo. Because like I said, that would be like the cherry on the sundae of running through the Derrick James stable of high caliber fighters. Yes, high caliber fighters. Both Earl Spence and Jamel Charlo were high caliber fighters. Notice I said were, right? They were. Because I think after Bud Crawford beats him up, they would just be who they are. And he already has beaten up one, and man, that brother right now, man, I know I said I was going to save it for later, which I am. I'm not going to go into the mole, classified mole business information, but that Terrence Crawford not only beat the excuses out of that guy, he just, man, All right, now we'll come back to this, but I want to get to something else that I've seen trying to resonate on the YTC, right? This is to me, this is the gimmicks that these guys run and do, right? So Eddie Hearns, let's talk about the promoter. Matchroom CEO, Eddie Hearns, son of Barry, right, has come out and said that Devin Haney might possibly be fighting Xander Martin, right, at 140, defending his WBC. That is his mandatory, right? Xander Martin. But when we come on the YTC and social media, a lot of content creators, they love to attach Devin Haney's name to so many other different fighters. All the time, right? And then Devin never fights none of these guys, or they try to say that this guy's a judge, this guy, right? Meanwhile, the whole time, Devin's going to fight Mark. Once again, we are seeing this take place again, right? A lot of content creators, this is what they do, being that they are content creators. That's why some of us, as true insiders, and I say this with the utmost respect, we have to separate ourselves from this shit. Not only do we have to separate ourselves from it, when we report on it, we need to report on it from a stance that is separating us from the circus. Now, People are online talking about AB and Devin Haney. Why are you even considering this talk, right? Other than you want to get clicks and views. When Devin's own promoter, co-promoter, because he has DHP, you guys say, oh, he's his own promoter. But his co-promoter and Eddie Hearns mentioned Xander Martin. No talks of Adrian Broner. But yet, content creators, content fakers, content haters want to throw AB's name in there. Rightfully so, to generate an algorithm and to get, the lost souls to do what they do, right, on the YTC. But when it comes to the overall spectrum, why didn't Devin's co-promoter, Eddie Hearns, mention this? Hopefully y'all caught that so. But like I said, this has been a staple of Haney Promotions, YouTube Promotions, just the whole, what they do, man. They did this with Gary Russell a couple years back, remember? And then he ended up fighting JoJo Diaz. Like, this is what they do, man. Please do not fall for the banana and the tailpipe. All right, another topic I want to touch on, right? I wanted to finish on this topic the other day, but like I said, we got a little bit of snow, 24 plus hours straight of working. I didn't get a chance to finish out on this, but this was a hot topic. Deontay Wilder is left off of that March 8th card. We did not see this coming, right? Because what was the early report? That it was going to be him and Zhang. But I don't even think he's on the card, right? Is he on the card? No, right? They had the press conference. Today is Wednesday. Look, I am so lost on days, right? That's what happens when you do 24 straight hours. So I think they had the press conference yesterday, or was it Monday? I can't even remember. Like I said, I've been putting in them hours. But whenever the press conference was, they announced the undercard. Deontay Wilder was not on that undercard either. A lot of people doing content, calling, Wilder a duck. I don't think he ducked. I think he came off of a tough fight with Joseph Parker. As he stated, his timing was off. As he also stated, he's in a different place. But I want to revisit what I was speaking on. There are many Deontay Wilder insiders on this YTC. Why wasn't you guys reporting on this? How wasn't you guys informed of this, right? But now I see you guys, trying to clean stuff up, especially the LDBC guys, LDBC promotions, like I like. You guys didn't know about this? LDBC promotion guys, LDBC boxing inside. You had no knowings of this, right? And now you guys are putting out content, speaking on this. I thought the Turkish loved Deontay Wilder. Why isn't Wilder even on the undercard? The Turkish loved it. It seemed like, to me, now other content creators come out, put content out on this, right? It seems to me like this is what they did with Wilder, right? They brought Wilder over there, right? A couple times. Then they finally brought him over there for a fight. Deontay Wilder, as he admitted in the 7-8 interview, his timing, a lot of stuff was off. When they brought Deontay Wilder over there, the Wilder that us, the American fan base, know, guys that seen him at the Barclays Center, knock out guys like Stavern and Brazil, King Kong Ortiz, right? We didn't see that Wilder and saw it. We didn't see a glimpse of that Wilder and saw it. Now, these are the Wilders that we know, come to admire. The Saudis didn't get that from him, right? Not only did they not get that from him, after his performance, see, pay attention now, gems. Here comes the gems right here. After his performance, right? The interview that he released with 7-8 Sports TV, I think was more damaging, yes, than helping. And you say, how is it damaging? When you hear the things that he said in the interview, as far as he doesn't have the killer instinct, he's at peace, right? These are all the things he said. Now, I would use the content, but like I said, I know how those guys over there roll and move. They live in their own bubble. A lot of those guys over there. They think, oh, you're watching me, this, that. So what? This is YouTube. You guys watch motherfuckers and act like you don't. And it's obvious you do, right? But then you guys also act like you're doing things in the game and you're really not doing nothing. But I would use the content and pull it up. But these guys are trying to flag my video and do other things like they do. But we have learned that about these guys. But in that interview, like I said, it was more damaging than uplifting. Because Wilder not only sounded like a defeated man, he sounded like a man that really doesn't have the desire and the passion anymore. So when you hear these things, and I'm pretty sure these people that are cutting the checks heard these things as well. So when it came time to put him back on the card, maybe they're letting him take a little time off to find his passion. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce. You know, and that's just my assessment on that. Like, everybody can have their own assessment. That's just the assessment I get. And I get that assessment from, like I said, some of the people that I talk to behind the scenes, real players in the game, not a lot of the YTC guys, right? I talk to actual managers, right? And I listen to these guys, and I ask these guys these type of questions, right? And I send these guys texts and emails and stuff, and I say, yo, what do you think about this? Why do you think this one? Why do you think that played out that way? And now, contrary to what you guys want to think, these are the actual people that are doing things in the sport, not fans that come on YouTube with successful YouTube channels that can't put on a fight card, that don't represent fighters. These are guys that actually represent fighters, put on fight cards, talk to matchmakers, do things like that. Like I just said, not fans that are successful YouTubers who never put on a fight card. Some of you successful YouTubers never even covered a fight card. You don't even know how to cover a fight card. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? No, but that's just like I said, that was just my assessment. And I wanted to get that out, man. Like I said, I was tied down, very tired. So I didn't get a chance to follow up with that. Like I said, tonight's show, I'm not putting all of my eggs in one basket anymore. I'm learning how to be a content creator. Right? Tonight's show, though, is going to be dealing with the mole, the inside mole of Team Spence. And I'm also going to come back on with the AJ and, Ben Davison, Derek James, because I think that ties in with some of the stuff that I got from the mole. So that's not going to be a live that you want to miss tonight. I'm getting close to my hour. So once I hit my hour mark, what I like to do now is put my chat out. My link. I like to put my link out. Open the floor. Because I touched on all of my points that I that I wanted to speak. Right? I said I'm learning the game now, man. I'm gonna give you guys gonna get a 2-for-1. I'm gonna come back on later. I don't know if I'll come back here because it's cold. I got out the bed. I left the warm surroundings. I really started to do this at the crib, right? I was thinking about doing it at the crib, but I was like, nah, I will come out and continue to deliver the business at the professional, setup and location, right? Now, I'm not saying that my crib is not professional and setup, and it would have been, because like I said, the kids are in school, right? The kids are at school, right? But I think by me coming here is showing the effort, right? Showing the effort, it's showing the passion, right? The same effort that I showed in my career, right? I spoke on that, right? One of my workers on a job, right? He commented on one of my videos, and he said, "This is what he said." Let me read, right? And I got right at it. I seen who it was. I said, you got some balls commenting that, right? You got some nerve with that comment, right? He had the nerve to say, too bad you don't put that much effort into your 9 to 5. And I had to shut him down quick, right? I said, I put way more into my 9 to 5, made a career for myself. I started out as a night watchman, which is a grade 7. I am currently a grade 12, a heavy equipment operator. So what is that? 7 to 12. That is 5 grades, right? That is five grades. Yeah, the volume's gonna be low, WCF, because it's this microphone. And I don't want to be all up on top of it like this, right? When I get all up on top of the mic, it comes out better. And then when I put in the other, you know what? I put in the other mic. You know what? I feel like I used the soundboard enough. Like I said, I have this mic here. So let me switch the mics real quick. Tell me how the sounds then. Look. So you got to come prepared. And I know WCS can relate to this, being a soldier. WCS is a soldier, right? A retired soldier, but still a soldier. And you always have to have that. Watch this. Watch when I plug this mic. How we sounding now? That's it. That's the mic. Now let me get some of this out the way, right? Now that's the mic right there. How's the level sounding now? See, that's the high profile mic. But see, when I hook that mic up, right, I lose my soundboard, man. Now watch, the soundboard is obsolete. See? But I lost the soundboard. But let me get back to what this guy had the audacity to say to me, right? He said, if I put that much effort into my career, but I started out at the bottom of the food chain. The bottom of the food chain. He said job. You see how I cleaned that up for him? I said, nah, career. I said a career. I made a career out of this, right? But he said job. Yeah. You know why? WCS, look, I got the real mic. I was using this one. I like this mic, the little computer mic that I got for my kids. But yeah, it's low. It's low. But at least with that mic, I get to rock out with the soundboard, man. But I got another soundboard coming, so we'll see. Hopefully, with this soundboard, I can incorporate this this what's the name? But yeah, man, he gonna comment. Yeah, he put that old lame ass comment. Like, bro, man, and you should be the least one commenting something like that, especially when you are one of these silver spoon type of guys, man. You didn't come up the ranks. You didn't come up there. I came up the ranks. I came on the job as a seasonal guy. You guys, they did not want to hire me, right? I went and got my license. When I got my license, they hired me. I'm talking about my CDL license now to operate trucks. They hired me permanent as a security guard. Now, meanwhile, when I was a seasonal guy, they could have been hired me permanently as a security guard. They waited for me to get the qualifications to be a 10, a grade 10, which is a driver, an equipment operator, and hired me as a security guard. But I ate that, did that for a couple years. Then I became a driver, and the rest is history. Now I'm a heavy equipment operator. But he had the audacity to post that comment, man. Post that comment. You know why? Because like I said, when people see you changing levels, right? Look, see how you put your equipment away. When people see you changing levels, because that's what I'm doing now as a journalist, broadcaster, now podcast. I'm changing levels right in front of you guys, right? All the time while staying on code, still doing a lot of the things, not losing my integrity, not selling my soul, not selling out, just putting in the work, right? And I think he sees that. That's why he commented that, right? Oh, if you put the same effort into your 9 to 5. Last time I checked, I have yet to do a 24-hour podcast. But I did multiple, listen, just Monday, I worked 24 straight hours, right? But I have yet to, like I said, I have yet to do a 24-hour straight podcast. And I think the longest I might have did a podcast was maybe 4 hours. So that shuts you down, buddy. And too bad I don't have the my soundboard. Look, I'm wrapping everything up, but I'm not wrapping up, man. If y'all want to jump up in here, the floor is open. The floor is open. We are rocking and rolling. Look, I'll give y'all the rest of this interview. Fire interview with this hitter.
Good on both ways.
Definitely. Now, as a team, it's you, Red, and Bo Mac. I call you guys a triangle offense, like Phil Jackson. Just talk about that chemistry that you guys have as a three-headed monster. You guys got arguably pound for pound the best fighter in the world, and Bud Crawford. Now you got the young star and Keyshawn Davis coming up. Previously, Jamel Herring, Maurice Hooker. The list goes on. Just talk about that. That triangle offense that you three guys come together and you guys are creating monsters out here.
Man, it's just like, I don't know, we're just like brothers, like family.
Yeah.
Man, and we always on the same page, even if we work different things.
Yes.
With the fighter, but we're always on the same page.
Definitely.
We end up with the same goal, and we're blessed to be together and with these fighters we got also.
Definitely. Now, before I let you go, man, I always like asking guys like.
Let me stop it right there. I told you I was going to come back to this. Did you hear what that man said? And I love to give you guys the gems in my work, quality over quantity. That was a quality interview right there. Did you hear what Saul said, right? I asked him about, all of the guys, right? They all work together. I call them the three-headed monster, the triangle offense. Did you hear what he said about how they always are on the same page? Whether they are doing different things with the fighters, they are on the same page, right? Now, I felt the need to highlight that, right? Because when I put out content prior to the massacre, because I had this interview, right? I've spoken with him. I've spoken with Red as well as Bomac. My Bomac interview been out. But I've spoken with Bernie, all these guys on the team. And I remember I put out some content as a journalist, because I am a journalist as well.
and I made a statement in regards to Derrick James. And a lot of you, YTCers, right? You content creators love to always say that I'm mad or I am this. Actually, I am educated in the sport of boxing from speaking with many of the players in the game, unlike a lot of other content creators. See, I actually speak with the players in the field. So I could pull up many interviews that I have with Derrick James. So when I make my assessments of certain people, it's just like what I was just breaking down with my profession. I have walked the steps, right? I'm just not on here like a regular fan, somebody that comes on here getting high or drunk, shooting the breeze with other motherfuckers. I actually talk to the players, right? So when I spoke with this man and you heard what he said about him, Bomac, and Red being on the same page. And then I have spoken to Derrick numerous times, been around Derrick, and then I see Derrick say, "Oh, I don't watch film." So when I put out my content and I say that the man is incompetent, it's because I've spoken with competent coaches who, like this man just stated, when we are working with the fighters, we're on the same page. This man ain't on no page. He says he don't even watch film. So when we see the massacre occur, it was no surprise to me. When you have Gilligan and the skipper and Mr. Magoo all in one, right? The blind leading the blind, literally. I don't have the sound board because I would hit the laughter emoji. The blind leading the blind because Earl Spencer's cataracts was fucked up. And the skipper, the Gilligan, and old Mr. Magoo, a recipe for disaster, especially when you're going up against a guy and Saul Diego who pretty much just said, we're all on the same accord. So yes, Derrick James, you are incompetent. And I will stand on that. I just showed you. I just spoke to a highly intelligent coach. I asked him highly intelligent questions. I said, trying to feed you guys, give you guys gems, right? I said, when you're working with Terrence, basic boxing questions for y'all to feed y'all brains. When you're working with Terrence, these guys are saying that he's not a switch hitter. How does that go? Oh, no. If we do 10 rounds, we're doing 5 southpaw, 5 conventional. Gems right there. Derrick, when you working with, I don't know. Derrick, wait. When you're working with, I don't know. So you're incompetent. But yet this man could break it down. Oh, 5 and 5. When we do 6 rounds, 3 and 3. Oh, when we're working with the fighters, even though we might be working with different things, we're still on the same page. Derrick, what's going on? I don't know. You're incompetent. Oh, I'm glad you got a laugh at that, WCS. Too bad I don't have the soundboard on. I would have laughed with you as well, man. But yeah, man. So these people get mad at me as a journalist, right? Because at the end of the day, I think I'm one of the illest journalists doing this. I have been. I came in being a UGK, and I just have transformed into many different levels now in the game as the media marketing agent for my nephews. You notice I said nephews, plural, because I cannot exclude Morley, nor can I exclude my youngest nephew, who I probably don't want to see box. He probably play basketball, do other sports, but Bam Bam. Bam Bam is out there. He's doing his thing. Let me close out of this because, sticking on code and speaking on my nephews, I want to close out of this, right? Let's go over here. Let's go over here since the levels are nice and loud, like WCS said. So let me go over here and highlight my nephew as the media marketing agent, right? Shout out to Waz. You see these beanies, man? Get with me, man. I'm telling you. You do have options, man. You do have options, man. Get with me. Get with me, man. Don't wait, man. Don't be like these niggas that was talking about me, right? Then you see, I'm running laps on these guys now.
These guys, yeah, these guys don't even want to click my link. These same individuals that was talking about me, click my link. Come talk about me now. You know, what do you have going on in life? Not even boxing. We could just talk life. What do you have going on in life? Because we all know you ain't got shit going on in boxing. The proof is in the pudding, right? The proof is in the pudding. But let's talk about brothers that do actually got things going on in life. Look at what my kids got going on. Look, they are getting wonderful too at setting up their own little videos and stuff. This was one of their experiences, right? Media work. See that? Media work. That is the Source sisters right there, putting in some media work behind the scenes. You know, shout out to the homie right here. Let me highlight his fight as well. You know, D'Angelo Muscle Evans is back. Let me pull it up. Homecoming fight for him down there in NC at the Armory, right? National Guard Armory for D'Angelo Evans. This fight is taking place March 23rd. For tickets, hit up my guy, Wise Owl East Coast, Lamont, or also Coach Luck. The phone numbers are right there. You know, hit those guys up for the tickets. You see, ticket prices: general admission $50, VIP $75, and if you get a table for $5.50, I think you should get a table. Go in, you know, with your peoples. You know, everybody put in on the table. Get you a table. I believe they have bottle service. You know, enjoy the festivities, man. But once again, that is D'Angelo Muscle Evans, currently 8-0, 7-0, back in action, opening up his 2024 campaign, March 23rd. The News by Shanewz, right? Did y'all see the professionalism in that right there? Yes, thank you, WCS. Thank you for you know, the many things that you have done. Because now Nasaya is a young photographer with a lot of stripes underneath her belt early in the game. And you helped to plant that seed, because you planted that seed in her father, and then in turn I planted it in my daughter. But here's some more of, just some of the work. And shout out to my daughter for putting this together for me as well. You know, a nice little collage of, the media marketing work that I have done. Well, I think this was last year. Just last year alone. There's Bernie. Shout out to Bernie, Nico, Ali, Walsh as well. Of course, the lovely, my homegirl, the ring girl. But let me get over here to Jihad and shout out to our sponsors, right? More people get on board, man. Don't wait. Don't wait, man. I'm telling you guys, stop waiting. You guys are waiting, right? As you can see, the rail is coming through now, right? But don't wait, right? Don't wait. You do have options, right? Let's pull that up. How was the Source today for y'all, man? How was the Source? Is the Source kicking today or what, man? How was the Source content, man? Because I still feel tired, man. But I knew I had to come in here and put in some work. All right, I knew I had to get on deck and put the work in today, right? Where is the Jihad? Oh, no, matter of fact, since this is acting a little loopy, goofy, I can pull it up over here. I'll pull it up over here. We'll go right here. Here it is right here. This is Jihad Tucker. Get with us, man. Get with us. Get with us. Trying to tell you, brothers. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Media marketing agent work right here, man. The news by Shanewz. This is the Source Experience. Just get with the flavor. Get with the flavor. Get with the flavor, y'all. Get with it. The news by Shanewz. This is the Source Experience. But hey, what do I know? Right? What do I know? Watch Bam Bam make an appearance at the end. Let's wait for Bam. Let's get Bam in there. Let's get Bam in there. Oh man, look, IG is hating hard, right? Is IG hating hard or what, man? You know what? I think the Source is. It's just I stepped it up a notch, man. I think how I'm coming with the quality of work now, the appearance, the overall upgrading of the equipment. And like I said, shout out to everybody that is a part of this, right? The donations, right? Because the donations, you see, as you can see, look, my donations, look, are getting equipment, right? Right? We're getting equipment. We are upgrading the appearance. Look, let me show y'all. I'll show you. I'm not at the crib, man. I just want y'all to see that. I want y'all to see that. I want y'all to see that. I'm currently not at the crib. Let y'all see. Shout out to Wad's album. See? I'm not home, man. We working, man. We giving y'all the goods, right? And like I said, see the donations is getting the equipment. You see, look, I told you I had 2 mics on deck. I had the soundboard on deck, right? I broke the soundboard down. Thank you, WCS. WCS, you get a producer credit if you're still in here for today, because you let me know that the audio was low and I was able to switch out the mic, which I believe the mic is on point right now. Well, let me get over here. Let me also highlight this as well. Let me highlight all the work that we're putting out, the fire content. Because like I said, today is Wednesday. I didn't give you one of these on Monday. I didn't give you one of these on Tuesday. Because Tuesday I was tied down. But look at this right here. Tell me this isn't fire right here. Tell me this isn't fire. Look. Tell me this isn't fire. Look at this. What y'all think? What y'all think about this right here? Media work right here. This is media work. This is actual media work, boxing content. What y'all think, man? What y'all think, man? Talk to me, man. We talk back. Talk to me. We talk back. This is actual media work. See, this is the process right here. This is the process. Look. What do y'all think? This is my favorite part right here, though. Look at these guys right here. Look. Get it, Bam. Get it, man. Yeah, that is my favorite part. I ain't gonna hold you. That is my favorite part right there. Yes, that is my favorite part. Yeah, did they break it down or what? Did they break it down? Look, they stole the show right there. Those two stole the show. Yeah, it's my bad. They bounced me out the studio, man. They bounced me out the studio. You know, I'm telling you, you see what it is when I start coming with the content, right? The actual boxing content. That's what they like to do. They like to bounce me out the studio because the news by Shanewz is too spicy, man. It's getting too spicy, right? There goes the mic, man. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this up since nobody wants to come through. Like I said, look, producer notes, man. Have your producer notes, man. But tonight, the Mole Chronicles will continue. You see, I didn't really go into it. I'm learning the game. I'm gonna come back with the Mole Chronicles. I'm gonna tie in some of the well, AJ's included in that, man. AJ's included in that, and it's shown because AJ's not with Derek James right now. Did any of these content creators? Let me look at my phone, man. Hold on. We on deck. We can multitask down here. Did any of the boxing insiders, right? Did any of the boxing insiders, right? Let me write this down too, since I'm gonna speak on it. Did any of the boxing insiders get a reaction from Derek James? Because I'm going live tonight, man. I'm going live on that. Did any of them get a reaction as to what's going on? I think me and Toby talked about it a little bit yesterday as to the AJ situation. None of you guys that's tied in with them got a reaction, right? Also, look, you see how when I'm doing stuff that's not in my notes, I'm jotting it down. Also, shout out to WCS, right? I caught some of WCS's live. I want to this too, right? This is just on finishing up what I had started, right? With this live. Has any of the content creators / boxing insiders got a lineup for the PBC? What is today? The 17th, the 18th? Has anybody got a lineup? What is going on with Premier Boxing Champions and the releasing of the schedule? Has any of the PBC insiders got that yet? Has the PBC insider guys got that yet? Inquiring minds want to know. That's what we want to know. Has any of the PBC guys, have you guys got that yet? And great live yesterday, WCS. What March is coming around the corner. You guys are starting to make Rick Glacier look like, Slick Rick the Ruler. Slick Rick the Ruler. You're making Slick Rick look like the ruler, but that's what I was trying to look. I was trying to see if any of these guys got to it, man. But I don't see it, man. I'm on YouTube, man. I'm on YouTube, man. None of you YouTube insiders got a line on that, huh? So is it fair to say that Nobody's putting nothing out on Twitter yet then. Because I know that's what a lot of y'all do, man. Y'all go on Twitter. I'm figuring that out now. You guys are on Twitter, gossiping. But that's cool. If that's what you do. If that's what you do. That's what you do, man. Superman in the building. Superman, let me get your comment up here, man. Superman says, "Salute, W says OG. I think one of the mods blocked me his channel, but Happy New Year." Damn, they do that, man. Yeah, they block. Listen, Superman, they blocked my guy Andrew Charles, right? And I don't know how to reset this shit, but Andrew Charles was a guy that was over here on my channel, right? And the people, right? Because like I know who it was. They eventually they all show who they really are, like that Tupac saying, right? But they was, because a lot of these guys that come on the YTC and talk boxing, that's all they really doing, right? They be so jealous of people who actually do things in boxing, other than just come on here and talk. So what they try to do is they try to sabotage you, undermine you, do all kind of dumb shit. And what they don't fail to realize is people that are successful in life, period. YouTube success is not success. Because if you look at some of the more successful YouTubers, when it pertains to boxing, they don't do nothing. But what do I know? Superman says, "Salute Shanewz. This is a hot mess with the mold. You got these guys running. Yeah, the mold. Wait till I got some shit tonight, man. Yo, listen, I had it. Today is Wednesday. I had this shit since Monday, and then I got more yesterday. But like I said, I'm only when I do these lives here, like you see my setting now, my setup. That's how I'm giving it when I'm in my professional setting. Like I could have dropped it yesterday when I was operating equipment and plowing roads and sanding. But I'm like, nah. I'm gonna do it at the desk because it's quality over quantity. I'm gonna do it when I have my soundboard or this setup right here. See my mic sounds nice. I'm doing it like that now. That's how I'm playing. Because the people that I'm giving out the information on, those are the same people that said defamation of character against me. They talked about my equipment. They talked about all kind of lies in regards to me. So now when I do these things, I want to show that I have equipment. Look, I have a facility. Look, I could even go to the board. Look, if I wanted to go to my board right now, look, hold on. Let me go to the board. Look, let me show y'all. I'm gonna get up. Let me play around a little bit. Look. All right. So tonight, I know you can still hear me. So tonight, when we go into the mold files, we're gonna go into the mold files. More Spence. Secrets. See that? See how I can go to the board? See how I'm on the board? Look, let's play around a little bit more on the board, right? A lot of these content creators, right? They come on here and they talk about fights being made, right? So let's see how a fight is actually made. We're talking about fights being made. So in order for a fight to be made, right? You see what I put? Fights. There has to be an actual card. In order for there to be a card, there has to be a promoter. Right? Now the promoter is putting on the card, right? The promoter is going to work with a what? Match maker. Y'all see this? Look, breaking shit down for y'all. The matchmaker is going to set up the matchups. The matchmaker is going to contact who? Managers. Right? Are y'all following this? The managers are going to present the offers to who? Their fighters. Did y'all just catch that? Y'all catching these vibes I'm giving out right now? Fights. Promoters, matchmakers, managers, fighters. The News by Shanewz. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? Hopefully y'all caught that. Hopefully y'all caught that source right there, that source breakdown. I can't. Let me see your comments. He says, "Yeah, you had me rolling the other day when you were saying EJ was messing with the yeah, I got more of that, man. We'll break some more of that down." He said these cats talking about Bud ducking a rematch where he ain't even break into his gears. Oh man, since you brought that up, right? Let's go back over to the board. I'm gonna go back over to the board once again. Look, let's go back over to the board. All right, Bud Crawford. All right. Now you see, I got Bud Crawford on the board, right? What we talked about earlier. Oh, let me come on this side. Give y'all a better glimpse of the board, right? So what we talked about earlier with Bud, right? Right? Now what we talked about earlier with Bud, right? Oh yeah, we having fun. We having a little fun, right? So what we talked about earlier with Bud and the matchups. You have these YTC content creators, right? They pushing for Boots. So we'll put Boots over here, right? Now you listened to Bernie the Boxer yesterday. Bernie said Tim Zoo, Charlo, and who? Canelo. Now when you talk about Boots and what these content creators are talking about, what does Boots bring to the table? The IBF belt, the same fan base as Crawford, right? What about the bag? How big or lucrative is his bag? We'll just put bag, question mark. That's Boots. The News by Shanewz, giving y'all the media marketing breakdown. This is Boots. This is the YTC guys. But fight Boots, fight Boots. So Boots has the IBF belt, the same fan base, and I put a question mark for the bag. How much is that fight actually worth? Now let's go to Canelo. Because Bernie the Boxer mentioned Canelo. Canelo Alvarez will put face of boxing. And I'm going to break all these things down. We'll put bag, question mark. We already know the bag that he's bringing, right? Fan base. Right? I think that's enough right there. I could add more topics or more points for Canelo, but I think that's enough right there, right? Canelo Alvarez. Boots bought the IBF. Canelo Alvarez is undisputed super middleweight. Check that off. He's killing him right there. Face of boxing. This goes with what I just said with Boots. Boots and Bud, same fan base. Canelo Alvarez, face of boxing, with a real country behind him, the Mexicans, right? Check that off. The News by Shanewz, media marketing work right here. Bag. All right. The bag, I question mark both of them. You see how I'm circling this? What would the bag be for Boots? We don't know. What is the bag going to be for Canelo? What was Canelo's guarantee? He got what type of contract from the PBC? 3 fight, upwards of 110 million. So you're looking at a minimum guaranteed of fighting Canelo, 8 digits at least, right? 8, right? 8 digits at least. What Charlo got 7. Caleb Plant got 8. So you're going to get at least high 7s. But I'm thinking Bud Crawford coming off of the Earl Spence fight now. Hear me out, listen. We'll get at least 8 figures. So that's Canelo. Fan base, like I just said. Canelo, a Mexican fan base, as well as others too. But they're not sharing that same fan base as he is with Boots. I told y'all I was going to break the board out for y'all, man. I told y'all I was going to break the board out, man. Please share this content, man. And look, let me show y'all. Look, this was not in my notes. But when you do these type of things, see, these was not in my notes for me to do. But when you do these type of things, right? When you do these type of things and you're making presentations and you're breaking things down, it's easy to do. Oh, I said Tim Tszyu, right? Tim Tszyu, right? Let's get to Tim, right? What does Tim bring, right? We're going to stay on the same, what's the name? Belt, WBO, right? Fan base. Bag. Now, none of these other guys is going to come close to what Canelo could give him. But when you think about Tim Tszyu and you think about Crawford, legacy, money, Tim Tszyu fits into that category. And let's see how we're going to break it down for you. Tim Tszyu, legacy. He will give Crawford a 4th division if he's able to fight him and win the WBO. 4 divisions. Fan base. Tim Tszyu is Australian, as I was explaining earlier, but now I'm showing it. He has an Australian market, right? Now, this is where it plays into the bag. Bud Crawford has shown that he is a world traveler, even though I don't think he would need to, but just say he wanted to. He could fight Tim Tszyu in Australia, where Tim Tszyu will be pretty much the icon, the hero over there. And how endless would that bag be? Are y'all catching that now? But he does not have to do that. But we're just saying, if he chose to do that, he could do that. Whereas with Boots, going back to Boots now, breaking the game down, where's he going to fight Boots at where a whole country is going to come out and support Boots at? Are y'all catching the source? Media marketing work. The News by Shanewz. Do I need to do Charlo for y'all? Please. Y'all want me to do Charlo too? Or was that enough? Because I could do Charlo too. You know what? I think I gave y'all enough gems. I think I gave y'all enough gems, right? I think that was enough. I told y'all I was going to break the board out. Listen, next time I break the board out, right? Next time I break the board out, right? I'm gonna ask for donations right there. That was a free consultation right there by The News, by Shanewz. Hopefully y'all smashed the like button at least on that, man. But did y'all see that free consulting I just gave y'all of a breakdown of a live that I did. See, I did a live on this, but I didn't have that in my notes. Look, that wasn't in my notes. I just went up there and just broke that down to you to show you why I talked on the way I talked on it. Hopefully y'all caught that, man. Let me get to the comments, man. Superman said, ha ha ha, Bud is too good. You got to bring it closer so we can see the ball clearly. Nah, I didn't want y'all to see it. I was just speaking on, as long as y'all heard what I was talking on. You know, I can't give away all the gems, Superman. They don't pay enough. They don't pay, period, right? But they don't pay enough. I can't give all the gems away, but I was just showing a basic presentation breakdown. That's all that was. You know, I can't show them everything, but I was just, that was just a basic presentation. You know what I'm saying? He said Charlo is garbage now. I think Charlo was paid. I think he got $7 million, right? That was his biggest bag to date, for that performance. Nah, but you know why I did that too, Superman? Because see, a lot of these guys come on here and they talk, right? See, I can show. Did you see how I just showed that, like a presentation? Because that's what you would do if you're going to see some people and you have something of value, right? That's what you do. Ask some of these other YTC content creators to start doing that. Not the shit that they've been doing, putting up fake shit and all. No, break the shit down. Like I just broke that shit down. How I showed how you guys want him to fight Boots, but Boots has no real value. An IBF belt that he already had. He's already been undisputed at welterweight. But yeah, if he fights Tim Tszyu, and I didn't do Charlo because I could have did Charlo as well. But if he fights Tim Tszyu, not only will he get a belt in a division that he never had, which adds on to his stats, he also can get a decent bag, a bigger bag than fighting Boots. Because like I said, if he chooses to, which he does not have to because he is the champion, but he has shown that he has won overseas and beat champions in their backyard. So he can fight Tim Tszyu in Australia, where Tim Tszyu has a whole country behind him who will probably put up crazy money for the fight. See what I'm saying? Like, see the difference? The news. By Shanewz. You do have options, man. I told y'all I was going to try to give y'all the full 2 hours. That's why I did that little board presentation. Because I'm at 1:40. See, there's levels to this, man. It's levels. Thank you, Superman. Running away from Nello. But listen, I'm about to wrap this up because I am actually hungry now. Talking. I didn't bring nothing in here to drink. Normally I have a drink, all that. I didn't have nothing today, man. I absolutely came in here. I came in here freaking. I came in here unprepared, man. Unprepared today, but not really, right? I came in here unprepared, but I did, right? I did have my equipment, right? If that counts for anything, right? I did have my actual equipment. So that should count for something, right? The equipment should count for something, right? The equipment. But I do want to go get something to eat, man. And I want to enjoy my time off from, oh look, it's already 1:00. My kids will be home real soon, about 2 hours, and then it's daddy duties time, But hopefully y'all dug the sauce today, man. Definitely share the content. Definitely share that last segment I did. That last segment I did is the truth. Like you see me, I rock mad layers of clothes, man. I rock mad layers of clothes, man. I know some of y'all gonna say, yo, man, why you got on so many different sweatshirts and all that? That's just what I do, man. That's how I rock, man. Like I said, hopefully y'all dug the sauce today. We'll be back on tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna come back here again tonight, but we'll be back on with the Mole Chronicles. Cause I got some. Man, he's just leaking. Like, listen, he wanted me to get the shit out yesterday. Like, at first, how he was coming at me, it was kind of making me think like, yo, bro, you trying to set me up? Are you trying to set me up, right? Because I'm like, yo, don't worry, I'll put the information out when I put it out. You know? No, you can't listen. You use, you see what I say, use, right? Use over there, right? Already showed how y'all valued me. Y'all lied on me, you know? And then when I was doing my thing, instead of y'all being like, damn, you know what? We was wrong. Congratulations. Y'all continue to try to lie on me. So now when I put out the information, you better be just glad I'm not saying your name. You know, just be glad I'm not saying your name. I'm not like you. Because look, you're supposed to be down with them. But like I said, when I did the first ones, the people that surround him, nobody was really down with him from the jump. That's why they turned out how they turning out. You know, broken ribs, it's this, that, and the third. Flipping cars over. He's a drunk. He's on. Yeah. So tonight, we're going on part 2 because it adds up, man. Is AJ training with is he flying? Is Derek going out there or what? Is him and Ben Davidson training? Please, somebody drop something before I drop tonight. You know, somebody drop something, man. That's all I'm saying. Somebody drop something, man. You know. He said, yeah, because it's cold out here too. Yeah, where you at, Superman? It's freezing. It's freezing out here, man. We had the Arctic blacks come through, man. You know, all that rain and snow and shit, that shit froze up, man. Yeah, I wonder if when you be on that Bobby Brown, and then they say you can run outside and all that. You be numb. I don't know. I never did that, man. You know, I was never type of guy. You know, I did like my brown liquor and all that. You know, but they said when you on that, you be a little numb. I don't know, man. But listen, I'm about to wrap it up, man. I tried to stay on for 2 hours, man. I tried, man. I tried. You know, it's hard. Listen, to be honest, it's not hard, right? But you want to stretch your content out. Because like I said, I have at least about another hour worth from the Mole to talk about. But I've been learning the game. Why put out that all in one when I could do the one like I just did right now, which was a fire morning news edition, and then come back on tonight, you know, and give y'all that, right? And when I give it to y'all tonight, look, I could give it to y'all with this, with my miniature soundboard, right? And my headset, because you guys are gonna laugh. When I drop some of the intel, right? It's funny. And I need the soundboard. So when I do the stuff like I can hit the laughter emoji. So you can know it's just comedy. And you don't get upset. You know, some of y'all get upset. But why would you get upset? If it's just comedy or it's not true. The news. By Shanewz, man. He said, I'm at work. Oh, yeah, Flatbush. You right. You in Kings County. Look, for those of y'all that don't know, Long Island, right, consists of, see, a lot of y'all be forgetting. Long Island, right? I gotta give y'all one, and I'm gonna do a in-depth live on this one day too. When you talk about Long Island, people always think Long Island is Suffolk and Nassau County. See, Long Island is actually 4 counties. It's actually 4 counties, but they always acted like since Suffolk and Nassau was deeper out, that it was all suburbs and no hoods and all that. So the other 2 counties wanted to, we from the city. Now y'all from Long Island. Kings County, which is what? Brooklyn. Queens County is Queens County. But Kings County, Queens County, Nassau County, Suffolk County, Long Island. The news by Shanewz. See, I just gave y'all a history lesson. Oh, look, I give out gems over here. I just gave y'all a history lesson. Kings County, Queens County, Nassau County, Suffolk County. Long Island. That's Long Island for y'all, man. You know? That was just look, I just gave y'all a free history lesson. But before we go, we always got to promote the brands, right? Let's promote the brands. Let's promote the brands. There we go. Like that one too. And then we'll close out with that one. Look. As seen on ESPN. Look. As seen on ESPN. The news by Shanewz. This is the Sauce experience. He said they don't put us in LI. Yeah, they don't, because you know how that goes. Divide and conquer. But when you think about it, right? You don't have to take a bridge to get to Kings County nor Queens County. Where do you have to take the bridge to get to? Staten Island, Manhattan, and the Bronx. Long Island, Kings, Queens, Nassau, Suffolk. But hey, what do I know? This is the Sauce experience. Shout out to everybody that has been giving me the drops. We'll put out a new round of them, but I just dig in these drops right here.
This is the Sauce experience. The news by Shanewz. But what do I know?
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimu-Helua. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.